Hey guys, it's Danny the Odd Gamer here, and welcome to another episode of Creepypastas. This week we'll be tackling the ruins of Alph, embedded images, and strangeness. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Defying my belief that this should be kept confidential, I will share this with the sole interest of two individuals. My name is Ruben. I have always been interested in supplemental techniques, regardless of the media or way in which they are conveyed. However, I did not go looking for this particular example. No, it found its way to me. It's certainly no coincidence that the move Curse was introduced in Generation 2, with the release of Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal versions. Often heard that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. A sound should not be judged by the way you hear it. There could be so much more, that of which the single sense of hearing cannot handle by itself. Sounds are visual as well. Despite what some say, any piece of music can alter your state of mind and emotions. What else can sounds do? Maybe a certain group of individuals set out to answer just that. New concepts were realized with version 1.0 of the Lavender Town music, released in early Pokemon Green and Red cartridges in Japan. There's no doubt there was an interest from the sound team to create an eerie effect from the special inflections in the music. Most notably the high-pitched frequencies which could be only heard by those with especially acute hearing. Version 1.1 of the Lavender Town music soon replaced its older counterpart in newer cartridges, in order to avoid suspicions. Perhaps enough data has been collected anyway. The person who posted the previous video was surprised to find that his friend, Anthony, had developed a special way to retrieve the frequencies that were lost when the developed music was redesigned in order to fit within the limitations of the Game Boy. According to him, certain hints were left in the music which encouraged him to develop a way to analyze the sound and insert special tones which mimicked the original intentions of the music. Although Anthony may have never realized this, the tones which he added constructed unusual images within the sound when combined with the original Pokemon music. These images had been embedded in the music through certain methods of steganography. In Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal, these images were waiting for their key to be unlocked. Likewise, two sound files from the Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal soundtrack fit together in an interesting way. One you are most likely familiar with, the other you would only heard if you had listened to your radio within the ruins of Alph. These files can never be played concurrently while playing the game. However, they can be while using a computer. I am not the only one who posted the previous video. I will refer to him as Edwin from this point on. When he looked through Anthony's laptop, he copied more than an audio file and just a few pictures. Edwin found an entire algorithm which Anthony had written which was able to reconstruct the lost images within particular Pokemon sound files. Anthony had created the sound file featured in the last video from this algorithm and the genetic beat, which he had downloaded from the internet and many viewers/listeners had recognized. Subsequently, after discovering Anthony's creation, Lavender.wav, and his homemade algorithm, Edwin himself became obsessed with the oddness of Lavender Town. Despite what he wrote in the previous video, he did not lose interest. Edwin spent his time up until posting the last video testing Anthony's algorithm. He became quite familiar with it, and tried it on numerous sounds from the early Pokemon games. Eventually, he tried combining the Ruins of Alph music with the erratic sounds that play on the radio. After running this through Anthony's algorithm, the results were even more astounding than Anthony's original discoveries found. The outcome is in this video. To my dismay, I am the sound enthusiast which Edwin mentioned in the description of the last video. This is why I know so much of the ordeal, and felt the need to write this description as well as post the video. Edwin contacted me through the internet requesting help with the Lavender audio file, so I sent him a spectrogram program. He began to send me more and more details about the problems he was facing as time went on, and I grew to know him pretty well. Eventually, he sent me the password to this account along with a terrifying note. Even after researching the sounds which caused Anthony's death for so long, I still don't feel better about it. It was my own fault he died. If I had just played through my blue version with him, he wouldn't have become so interested in Lavender Town stuff. We would have just kept playing. He was my best friend, but I let him down. I wasn't a true friend. It's like I hardly knew him anymore after we went our separate ways. I can't live with its burden anymore. He attests the audio file playing in the video above, as well as a password so I can access this account. To say the least, I was baffled at the time. The day after the previous video was posted, Edwin was found dead in his room, astonishingly with no flesh wounds to be found. Had he figured out the exact cause for Anthony's seizure? Was it suicide? Was it both? Never did he mention any specifics about the audio file, other than what has already been mentioned in this description. I didn't want to have to get involved any further in this incident, but as I already stated, I feel like it's my obligation. I don't, however, feel the need to describe the occurrences that take place in this video. I will let you describe that on your own. Keep in mind though that the in-game scientists in the ruins claim that the unknown communicate through radio waves. What was constructed in place of the Lavender Town? The Kanto radio tower. I must let you know that this sound file was created with Anthony's algorithm with a binaural beat added in the background. Do the Lavender Town theme and the ruins of Alph music have something in common? An accident? Something that could, drive someone insane?